It's called Loving Myself meditation. Uh, I received it a few days ago, and you can all sense that right now. All of you are loving yourself. You can hear it in your voice, you can see it in the chat, you can see it even in the questions. It's all, even in the questions about criticism, it's nothing but love for self. There is a gentleness, sweetness, beauty, love, truth. We're all sensing it. We're all sensing it. And primarily, it is because our hearts are open. That's it. That's it. There's nothing more to it. Hearts are open, vulnerable. Whatever is there, and enjoy that. That gentleness, that sweetness. Loving someone else is also loving yourself. When one person saw the beauty in the other, they felt good. They didn't feel jealous. When you saw that beauty in that person, you actually saw beauty in you. When you saw the loving face of the other person, you actually saw love in yourself. That's what it is. It's a good question. What does loving myself even mean? So let's go straight into it. The best way to describe it is the way I felt a few days ago. I was in a meditative situation, and I was going to sleep in that, and the bed sheets were slightly cool, cotton sheets, slightly cool, and my face was resting on that slightly cooled sheets. And I had a bit of a smile on my face, and I was just loving it, and I was loving myself. I felt good to be me. I just felt good to be me. I was just enjoying the whole process, the breathing, the slight breeziness in the air, even though it was all enclosed room, coolness, gentleness, softness, both at the physical level as well as my feelings inside. And I felt I'm so glad I am me because I'm enjoying myself in this moment. I'm enjoying being myself in this moment. I love me. Just go. I'm just sink right into. You don't sink into it. That's a being myself meditation. Just be. It's just I love me. It's just right there. And we have been feeling it. I'm just bringing it to awareness. We were practicing and experiencing, and Gayatri brought it to our attention. What makes you think you're not loving yourself? She was absolutely right, because all of us were in love with ourselves all this time. Narayana Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om. Sai Narayana Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om. Sai Narayana Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om. Shantakara Bhujanga Shayana, Shantakara Bhujanga Shayana, Padmanabha Hari Om, Padmanabha Hari Om, Sai Narayana Hari Om, Sai Narayana Hari Om, Sai Narayana Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om, Sai Narayana, Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om. Shantakara Bhujanga Shayana, Shantakara Bhujanga Shayana, Padmanabha Hari Om, Padmanabha Hari Om, Sai Narayana Hari Om, Sai Narayana Hari Om. There is electricity in this space. There is love in the air. And I can feel it. I can sense it. And I love me. I love me. I'm loving this moment. That is really the secret to everything. The ugliest woman on earth, when she came on TEDx, she just loved herself. What did she do? She accepted herself as herself, and she loved herself, and she said, I don't want to trade myself for anything else, because she loves herself. She loves herself. That's it. Automatically self confidence आ गया, सक्सेस भी मिल गई, सब कुछ हो गया. When that self love is threatened in some way, that's when other things happen. Then we react. It's not my fault if I don't love myself. It's because I'm reacting to situations. Self confidence is called Atma Vishwas. Confidence in self, faith that Atma is in me, faith that Atma is the true self. We already have it. We all have it. We all have self confidence. Don't say I don't have self confidence. We are living our lives right now with nothing but self confidence. What we may lack is confidence in public speaking, confidence in lacking confidence in a particular skill set. That's about it. That's confidence that you're lacking in, not self confidence. If anything, we are confident about is self confidence. We are confident about self confidence that I see is within me. I can make that connection instantaneously. Yeah, sometimes I'm not able to make that connection. I raise my hand. I experienced that today. Again, for hours and hours and hours, my heart was drenching in blood. And I couldn't take that pain. And I was crying and shouting, literally shouting. No, I couldn't connect with high C. I couldn't even think of connecting with the high C. I could not even think of connecting. That self confidence was not there at that time. Yes, we have our moments when we are so vulnerable. And at that time, I reminded myself, I'll say, deep breathing, deep breathing. Okay. No, I could not do maypole. No, I could not do tree. No, I could not do any meditation. It was a good lesson for me. When you are hurting the most, you cannot think of anything. I love me. I love me just the way I am. I love me, loving myself. When I accept my reactions, when I accept my hurts, when I allow my hurts to take place, say, okay, open up your heart, allow yourself to feel hurt. Open up my heart and allow that person, allow myself to feel what the other person was feeling. Allow that, creating space for it. And that is part of loving myself, and that is part of me allowing that person to love themselves also. Giving space to all of me, giving space to all of me as is right now. However and whatever I am sensing or feeling, whatever it is, I am accepting it. I'm allowing that part of myself, which is already within me, to be accepted instead of rejected. And giving space means allowing it to happen. Criticism, I'm self critical. Okay, I'm not going to criticize myself for being self critical. I'm going to allow that criticism to be accepted in me, that yes, I'm critical of myself. Okay, give a little space. Acceptance. I accept it. I embrace myself of this self critical nature. I embrace my pattern of criticizing myself. I embrace it. I hug it. I accept it. Just like you pick up that baby and kiss the baby. Same way. I pick up myself, and whatever needs to be felt, including helplessness, allow that feeling of helplessness to take place inside of me. Allow it. Allow that lesser feeling to take place in me. Whatever that feeling is, instead of judging it, instead of criticizing it, instead of running away from it because I'm too afraid to feel it, or because it is too painful to experience it, I allow that. I open my heart, be completely vulnerable, and allow that to take place. Allowance, allowance. That is all part of self love. Self love is not what it means in English. It's not what that means. Actually, it means that also. It's not just that. It means that and more. It is not looking for conditions to be desirable. It is unconditional, as is loving myself. And when I am loving myself, when I'm accepting myself, when I have created that space inside me, I've expanded. I've expanded. And there's love, truth, and beauty, Satyam, Shivam, Sundaram, auspiciousness in all aspects of my life: physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, financial, relational, aspirational, performance, name it, automatically. Because I'm allowing that energy, that source energy, that atmic energy, that to flow through me. All of my cells, my body, my five koshas, my beingness, my presentness. I'm allowing. And obviously, when it glows through my skin is beautiful. When it glows through my body is beautiful. When it glows through my life is beautiful. When it glows through my work is beautiful. When it glows through my relationships are beautiful, and so on and so forth. I am beautiful. Loving myself. I'm just in love. It's actually a little bit exciting. I'm in a little bit excitement. I'm so glad I am me in this lifetime. I'm just so glad I am just me in this lifetime. I'm so happy with myself. Just so much in love. There's no performance, there's no conditions. It's unconditional beingness, lovingness, myness. It's basically putting your head down on the pillow with cool sheets and going to sleep. It's literally that. Loving myself is nothing more than that. It's just so sweet and gentle and beautiful and cool. Yeah, it is a sign of contentment. Chala santosham. Contented with whatever I have. Whatever, not what I have, is contented with whatever I am right now. Chala santosham. Santosham. So take your time loving myself. I don't want to call you loving yourself because that's not the name of the meditation. The name of the meditation is loving myself. He Shama Sundara, He Sai Sundara, He Shama Sundara, He Sai Sundara. Partipurishvara, He Sai Sundara, Partipurishvara, He Sai Sundara, He Shama Sundara, Sai Sundara. Neelamegha Sundaram Lochana. Neelamegha Sundaram Virasalochana. Brahmanda Nayaka हे साई सुंदरा ब्रह्मांड नायका हे साई सुंदरा हे श्याम सुंदरा हे साई सुंदरा हे श्याम सुंदरा साई सुंदरा भर्ते पुरेश्वरा हे साई सुंदरा भर्ते पुरेश्वरा हे साई Grateful to Sai for being me. I'm grateful to Sai that I am me. When I have accepted myself as myself, that is when I have accepted God. So loving myself is endless, 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 endless. Lifetime after lifetime after lifetime, and beyond life and death experience. It started from creation. It is a never ending process. This creation was created from loving myself. God wanted to love itself. So He created an image of itself so it could love itself. And loving myself is the same thing. I am. I am the experience of God's creation for me. For me, I am the only experience of God's creation for me. So when I love myself, I'm loving the image of God the way I can experience it. My experience in this universe is only through me, is only through me, is only through myself. I cannot experience this universe through anybody else. I am the embodiment of love. I am the one through whom I am to and I can experience this universe. which is an image of divinity. So when I am loving myself, I'm loving and this creation created as an image of the creator, which is no different. So when I'm loving myself, I'm loving the creation, I'm loving the creator. So to love creator, the only way I can genuinely do that is by loving myself. You're welcome to come back to the present moment if you like, or stay there. Gently, sweetly, coolly, happily, lovingly come back to the present moment when you're ready.